Hello class, I hope you guys doing wonderful today. Last week we worked a little bit on perspective, but I feel like some of you didn't completely understand it, which is fine. Perspective is not the easiest thing to understand. So we're gonna go ahead and work on it again. I'm gonna see if I can go a little bit more detailed on how perspective works. So hopefully you guys understand it a little bit better this time. It was my fault. I apologize. So of course what you need is you need a piece of paper, a pencil, any type of pencil, number 2 preferred. This is an HB, which again it's the same as a number 2 pencil, and a ruler. In this case I have a metal yardstick, but a regular 12-inch ruler. This is 8-inch, which is why I'm not using it. Regular 12-inch, it should be up to here. Okay, that's a whole 4 more inches. A regular 12-inch should be just fine for the drawing. Oh wow, I'm always getting messy. Oh wow. So, give me a second. So I'm gonna go a little bit more in detail on using first 1-point perspective. Do we remember that? There's multiple point perspectives. The point refers to the vanishing point as to where all the drawings are going to. That's kind of hard to teach. So if you were looking to like a ceiling tile, and you see the farther they go, they all merge into this one center point. If it was to be like a unlimited thing, they'll all merge into this one center point. As opposed to if you were looking at something from like the corner, that's called a 3/4 view, or a 2-point perspective, it would be like let me see if I can find a box. There you go. Okay, perfect. All right. This right here, it's a one point perspective for you guys. Okay, this is still a 1-point perspective. This is at an angle, so the further it goes, the smaller it gets. So if I put it like this, then you can really tell. You see how huge the part that's closest to you is, and how small the other one is. This is called forced perspective. And if you watch cartoons or anime or a lot of shows, really, they're animated, you will be able to tell that a lot of times, like if they're, let's say they're throwing a punch at the screen, or they're throwing a ball at the screen, if they're throwing a punch, then their arm are completely huge. Their hand, the fist is completely huge. And then if you look at the legs for reference, like how big the legs or the feet are compared to the arm, to the fist, then you can tell that it's forced. So you can tell how huge the fist is. In reality, the fist is not that big. It's just that it's really closer to your face. So that is 1-point perspective, and what I just mentioned is a forced perspective again. So this is kind of like this, forced. Look how tiny this is in comparison to that. Okay, so that's forced. That's 1-point perspective. This is 2-point perspective. Okay, now you have your corner over here. So your vanishing point changes from being the one down here to being the one that goes this direction and this direction. So if we go like this, okay, you can really tell your vanishing point should be like somewhere around here, and then your other ones should be somewhere all the way over there. Okay, obviously I cannot move the camera because it is mounted, but that's where your other vanishing point will be. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I'm gonna go ahead and go a little bit over 1-point perspective again. I'm gonna make a simple drawing. How about this? You guys follow along. You guys try to draw the 1-point perspective first with me. Okay. Okay. So First, we start with the horizon line. Again, the horizon line is your eye level. Uh, the If you want to showcase something that's on the ground and it's really, really, really far, we'll make the horizon line higher. Okay, the horizon line goes higher. But if you want to showcase something that's on the sky and it's really, really, really far, the horizon line should be lower. Okay. Now, if it's something that you want to showcase that it's far, but it's not extremely far, and put it somewhere in the middle. Okay. Uh, the position of your horizon line, it's not gonna affect your drawing too much, but it can kind of hurt your drawing if you don't use it properly. Like, for example, if you want to add a lot of stuff to your drawing, like how far something is on the ground, but you only have this much space to work with, you're not gonna be able to add too much detail to your drawing. Everything is gonna get tiny extremely quick, and your message is gonna get lost, and then you're gonna have all this white space on the top that you really don't need. And again, the same goes for something that's in the sky. Let's say you want to showcase a lot of spaceships, a lot of flying boxes for some reason. Okay, if you have this tiny little square, I mean the top, this tiny little box to where you're gonna be drawing, you're really not gonna be making much detail in there. So think about that whenever you draw in perspective. How much detail do I want to use? Don't go too high, because then you're not gonna be able to add too much detail. Also, don't go too low, because then don't go too high for the ground one, because what if you don't have too much detail to add to it? Now the bottom looks a little bit too boring. So thinking about this is really important for whenever you are creating your drawings. All right. I apologize for speaking so much. But I do hope that it helps you a little bit in better understanding perspective. Uh, Again, another thing also. I apologize. I apologize for the background noise. I'm so sorry. I got Photoshop back and running, so I was gonna do another perspective in here, and then maybe I'll go ahead and create another lesson in Photoshop for next week. But still, we gotta learn how to use perspective. So it's gonna be a perspective in Photoshop. It's just that I want you guys to see how I use the rulers in pencil and paper. Okay. All right, let's get started. So let's go ahead and start with our horizon line. I would say don't go too high, I said. So again, this is 1 point perspective. I would say something around there. Okay, and I'm gonna do a simple one. I'm gonna do a train track. Yeah, train track. It's a simple one to understand. You can also do ceiling tiles or something. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the. There you go. So this is our vanishing points, where everything vanishes too. Okay. So whenever you're using a ruler, take advantage of it. Maybe go ahead and since I'm using the ruler, that's how thick on that side is gonna be, and then that's how thick on that side is gonna be. Okay. Notice how you saw that? You saw how I rotated? I put my pencil on the vanishing line, and then I rotated my ruler from it. I used it as a pivot point to rotate. Okay. I didn't do this, and then I created my line. No. So I had the 2 points to where I wish to have my the rail coming from. Okay. So I put my pencil on the vanishing point, and then I'll make sure I align it to the best I can. It's not always gonna be perfect, of course, unless you have years and years in practice. to the best I can to my desired point right here. Okay. So now I go ahead and I lightly. Okay, it's good practice to learn how to grab your pencil properly, and that's fine. Not everybody knows how to grab it properly. It's okay to grab it like this, but whenever you're drawing lightly, it's better to hold it like this. And I'll be doing both, but I understand that this is really hard to hold for you guys, so just hold it really lightly like this, really lightly. You see you see how light that is? And it's not even that my pencil is extremely sharp. It's not that. It's the fact that I just drew it really lightly. Yes, yes. Okay. The reason why I'm always so like I always want you guys to draw extremely light is because it's gonna it makes everything easier. If you make a mistake, it's extremely easy to erase when it's really, really light. As opposed to, you know, having something that's really, really dark. Now you ruin your masterpiece. And there they go again, making noises. That's fine. Okay. So now you see that they kinda went inside. That's because of the shape of the tip. But you know, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time. Oh, that's a little bit too thick. There you go. And again, see how it makes it easier to erase your drawing. Okay, so I mean now you can go ahead and commit if you like. If you didn't draw it too lightly, then you should be fine. No, be careful. There you go. There. Okay. So we have my train rails. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the little wooden pieces. I am not a railroad engineer, so I don't know what they're called. So we're gonna call them the little wooden pieces. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the top here. As you can see, I didn't do a good job of keeping them even, but that's fine. That's fine. The farther they go, the closer to the vanishing point they go, the smaller they should be getting, and the gap in between them should also be getting smaller. It should get to the point that that you should just, you know, you're not even gonna need the ruler anymore because it's just gonna be kind of like a squiggle. Like I said, the further something goes, I said this last time, I'm sorry. The further something goes, the less detail it's gonna have. There's something called line weight. I kind of talked about it before. I'm not gonna be worrying too much about it. But what line weight is, something closer to you is gonna have a heavier line weight, and then something that's really, really far it's just gonna have a really light line weight to also help you further showcase that the thing is really far. So like I said, okay. Okay, now the wooden pieces, we're gonna go ahead and add some little detail, like, you know, maybe the endings. Hope you guys are following along right now. Now we go ahead and erase the extra part. I know it's really hard to have control over your pencil, like how hard you're pressing into it when you're using a ruler. You know, you get carried away. Even I just did right now, as you can tell. Just try your best to not press too hard on the pencil. And then whenever you finish erasing this part, all right, that's good enough. Whenever you're done erasing that part, let's go ahead and draw the bottom part. Go ahead and do it really nicely over here. You know, because it is a 3D object. It's not just a regular, you know, it's not just the top. All right, so that one's really nice. Now let's go ahead and do the second one. Hopefully I'm not putting my head on top of this and I'm not covering, which is why I prefer using Photoshop. Okay. And again, the further it goes, the less detail you can see, the smaller something gets. I think I just made this slightly bigger than the other one. No, that's fine. And then the next one, it should be like really tight. And then that one you can just add like, don't go crazy now. There you go. See? Okay. So we have the railroad. Now let's make it pretty. So this part you guys can vary in what you do. I think I'm gonna make it like a little tunnel. Look right here. Like a little arc. With a stone over here. Okay. You have the like a mountain maybe. You know, you don't have a random tunnel for no reason. I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing a little bit lighter. Okay. How about we add telephone poles, okay? How about, you know, we have a ton of telephone pole right here. And it comes all the way down to here. So now let's use our trusty old ruler right here. Let me go ahead and see if I can use a smaller one. The big one ain't, yeah, it's no longer too trusty. It's a little bit too big. Oh. I have a ruler, but I'm not using it properly. Hope you guys can hear me properly. Again, I am using my phone, like I've said multiple times, for recording, as opposed to using OBS on my computer, which is a lot better and nicer. Okay, I'm not 100%. I don't really know much how the telephone pole looks. I know they have like this like little wheel. Okay. So now, using this telephone pole that I've created out here, you know, thinking, or at least basing the height of it from maybe, I would say, around there for the height. Look how light I'm drawing, okay? And then for the arm, draw that here. And then if I do this here, you know, I'll do the second arm later, okay? I don't want to get you guys confused. So the height, I should have gone a little bit higher for the height. Go ahead. Let me, actually, I have a better idea. My color pencils. Yes, I'm just putting my arm all over your... I'm gonna do a pink. Yes, okay. Alright. Haha, we got pink. Okay. So this is the lines that we're gonna keep. Well, of course you can't see it. There you go. This is my guidelines. Alright, so this is used for the heights, right? And then let's go ahead and use it for the bottom of this telephone line. Okay, you can barely see it. Can you guys even see it? The glare of the, let me go ahead and make it light harder. The glare of the light is kind of messing me up. It doesn't let you guys see it. Now, I had to go multiple times, obviously, because of the, because it's really hard for the camera to pick up the lines. Okay. Alright, can you guys see that? Okay, good, great, okay, amazing. So now we'll go ahead and, you know, they're not really the closest to each other. So, go ahead and make sure your ruler is straight, okay? Okay. And don't make it too fat. Now we said, again, now make sure your ruler is straight. Of course, you know. Go away. Okay. So we didn't do it too far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the length, which is almost 1 inch over here. Okay. And now you see. So that's the top. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make the other one. It's gonna go right there. Yeah, that's good. It looks like a cross. Nice. Okay. Make the little wheel. The little wheel. Let's make one more. Just one more, okay? Again, make sure it's straight. Now this one's gonna be really tiny. Maybe it's gonna be like right there. Okay. And there's another one inside the mountain which you can't see. So now we're gonna go ahead and create the telephone lines. That goes there. Oh, I shouldn't. They kind of bend a little bit, not too much. You know, I have a ruler available and I didn't use it and I'm kind of ashamed. Use your ruler, kids. Okay. So that's our telephone lines. Maybe we should go ahead and draw a box. I can see the light is going away. Hopefully it doesn't show too much in here. Okay, we should draw something on this side. Okay, we have this beautiful mountain out here. let's go ahead and draw maybe a little house. Maybe, what about a trailer storage unit? I don't know why you would have that in the middle of nowhere. Let's go ahead and draw one. That's more of a, yeah, okay. So again, I want it to be, this tall. Really huge. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I go ahead and take the two lines that I created. Of course, the horizontal lines, the lines going sideways, are gonna be straight. Are gonna be flat. I mean, like they're not gonna be affected by the perspective. There you go. And then one more time. So this is just a square. Yeah, it's just a square. Okay. Now we use a pivot point right here. Okay. There you go. And now you can see because it's under the oh my god. Because were you guys able to see that? Hopefully you guys were able to see that. I didn't go all the way up. Alright, because it's under the horizon line, it means that we're gonna be able to see the top, correct? So now, using this coordinate right here, I'm gonna go ahead and create another line to there. Okay. So now I'm gonna take this corner horizontally, create a line straight going there, and then from over here, there you go. And now you can go ahead and add a detail to this, you know, the little pattern that they have. This ruler is nasty, and I hate the fact, I don't like the fact that it's getting all over my drawing, destroying it. Shoot. Okay, I'll use the box instead. Okay. Maybe we also have like oh, let's see the inside. Yes, yes, perfect. Let's see the inside of this storage unit. Now you can already see one, two of the sides of it. So how will you be able to see the inside? Well, that's easy. Go ahead and take this corner right here. We're gonna use our nasty ruler. And using this corner to the vanishing point, I'm gonna go ahead and click it like that, okay? So again, let's go ahead and use that. Okay. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and do the little lines in here too. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and make it darker so it shows like it's on the inside. You don't have to do all of this. It's just best to do this for the now you don't have to make the lines, like the color lines, too strong like I'm doing. I'm doing that so the camera is able to pick it up. I want you to add a few more objects. How about that? I want you to add a little house. Maybe right here. I want you to add a house. What else should I do? I'll go ahead and think of the next object. A little house right here. I want you to add Yes. I want you to add 3 more boxes. Box right here, box right here, and a box right here. For the boxes, you should use the same method as the storage box right here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw 1 box, and you can go ahead and draw the rest. And that should be it for today's video. Again, it was my fault. I don't think I did the best job at explaining it last time. So hopefully you guys understand a little bit better this time. So again, let me go ahead and draw the box. Taking my pink pencil, go ahead and draw a line going this way, and a line going this way. Go ahead and erase this. Cause I pressed too hard, I wasn't planning on this. So horizontally, I'm gonna grab this too. And now, since it's a box and it's facing us, I'm gonna go ahead and create a square. Let's go this way. Okay, so we have our square right here. We got the lines going on the bottom. Oops. Let's go ahead and make the lines on the top now. That's not pleasant now, is it? Okay, so now we have the lines that we need for the top. Now this is kind of like a long box. And now I already got it how long I want it to be. You can also make it shorter. I'm gonna go ahead and make it shorter first for you guys actually. So I want it to be this long over here. So again, with a vertical line going straight up and a horizontal line going straight sideways. There you go, there's our box. Okay, and you see we can go ahead and make another one right here. And you see, like I said, we already have the lines we need since we created the guidelines over here. I'm gonna go ahead and create one more box. And then you guys can do the last one. It was, yes. Right there. Right there. Right there. I don't even need the ruler. I do for the horizontal ones. There you go. Okay, so that's the other box right here. And this is our first box. Okay, so now all you have to do is create the last box right there, and then create the house. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Hopefully yours is a little bit prettier since, you know, I had to make things bolder so the camera picks it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope everybody's doing amazing at home. I hope this video also helps you a lot to better understand the perspective. Again, if you guys don't understand something, let me know. I am more than happy to help. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.